Everyone is Kurt. So normally my videos are pretty morose. And I was gonna make another I don't is morose the word? Morose. Sullen, ill-tempered. Yep, that's what I was going for. They are normally morose because I have lots of things to complain about and I want people to know the truth. Um Which is like fine. Like I feel like I should be, but I've been in a panic attack for 3 weeks. I've been in a panic attack for 3 weeks for like multiple reasons. One, because of what's happening to trans kids right now, because I love trans kids and I want them to not have adults bullying them. Two, because I have a huge paradigm shift that I'm holding deep down inside of me that I have mathematical evidence for. And three, um, which is driving me insane. And three, like, I just have lots to do. And because of one and two, I'm not getting it done. Um, and it's making me lose my mind. So I've been in a panic attack for 3 weeks. And if you're like, how can you have a panic attack for 3 weeks? Um, I had a panic attack my entire sophomore year of college and it never stopped. And I blacked out the entire year. And this is a little bit different from my old panic attacks because my old panic attacks before pre-testosterone, I used to just be crying on the ground. Now I just like feel a really tightness in my chest, and it's not just because I'm wearing three sports bras, it's because I literally can't breathe and like I can't sleep at all really, and I don't eat either, which also adds to the anxiety. It's like a rolling ball of anxiety, but I was gonna make a really morose video about Zeno's paradox and how it plays a role in economics, I think. But I'd like to not do that because there's so much negative energy nowadays. And there's like so much going on and I like I like realize it, but it seems like I can't really change anything. So instead I just thought I'd say hi and just maybe talk a little bit about who I am. Um since I like paid for an ad a long time ago and like people get brought to my YouTube channel, I just haven't shut it off because I don't know, I'm a causal determinist, so maybe people are meant to see it. Um, I don't really know. But let's just I was born in 1997. I'm 23 years old in Richmond, Virginia. I have a country accent. For that reason, people in Virginia used to make fun of me because my accent was so country. People used to think that I was smart. I mean, not smart because I talk so slow. It changed a lot when I went to Rochester, and that's where I went to school. I played um women's volleyball, and I had to wear spandex. I played women's volleyball since I was 8 years old. Um, and I wore spandex since I was like 14, and I never packed a penis. And it drove, and now I don't play sports anymore, because I just have so much anxiety about it. Although I did play volleyball with my family, because my entire family plays volleyball. Um, and it went pretty well. So we'll see. I'll probably try to play a little bit more. I've been working out, um, because I want to work out. That's the only reason why I haven't. Nope. I'm not going to tell you my real reason for working out because then it might come true. Um, and I don't think I'm quite ready to street fight Logan Paul, so we're just gonna we're just gonna not say it. And then I also was in a sorority in in college, and it was the druggy fluid sexuality sorority. And I got kicked out because I didn't attend enough, and I had poor attendance because I really just couldn't get down with the sisterhood. I don't know what it was about. But then I tried to be like everyone has like a Mr. whatever. I'm not gonna say the sorority name because I don't want to tarnish it. Because they kicked out a trans man, which is really sad for them because it would have been like the first sorority with a trans man on campus. Uh, they probably still will be. But I tried to be like they have like a Mr. Significant. Um, and you can you like do this talent contest to do it, and I tried to do it, but too many girls in the sorority hated me at that point that my friends that did like me couldn't make it fly. But like I would have been a great like man in for the sorority, but I wasn't. Oh, I can read you my I was literally sanding my toenail. That's what happens for these types of videos. Um, Sanding. I think that's the word. I had to read. I had to do something where I read a letter to the sorority, and this wasn't the letter that I went with, but I want to read it to you guys because it like shows how much I was a trans man. I was also a compulsive lying trans man, but now I'm a compulsive truther. So the only way that I'm telling you a lie is if I'm also lying to myself, which I do a lot. Like I feel like lots of people lie to themselves, but then I figure it out, and then I'll do like a retraction because that's how normal people should actually like function. Like if you figure out something that's not right, you should probably say something about how it wasn't right and you led people down the wrong path, and that's how you should be. Okay? That's But I'm not going to do whatever you want. Anyway, this was a speech that I was supposed to give to my sorority, but then I like didn't give it. I gave a different one because I wasn't ready to tell this truth. So instead, I probably said something really terrible, and I don't have that one, so you only get this one. Everyone talked about how, insert sorority name here, supports everyone being their true individual selves. Being around the sorority for just a small period of time that I have really found the statement to be true. Over the years, I feel like it has been really hard for me to show my true self to the world. Not that I really am 100% sure what my true self is. What I hope to gain from being in, insert sorority name here, is to gain the courage to not be afraid of telling everyone who I really am, lol, as well as helping me to discover more parts of myself as I remain open-minded. I really don't know. Maybe I am too high and this is too, and that's where it stopped and I went with something else because it was too truthful. That's the honest. Oh, also just like going back to my pre-college times because I think that's important. Now I'm like out of college, but not for very long. Um, Pre-college times, I was in the International Baccalaureate program, which is why I think differently from everyone else because I paid attention in theory of knowledge, and theory of knowledge taught me that everything that we know is necessarily just like a figment of our imagination, bar the laws of physics. And like concepts aren't really reality. It's just how we choose to interpret reality. And most of what society does is all an illusion that society's created. So if you wanna like get mad at someone for me and my thoughts, then blame the International Baccalaureate program that came out of Switzerland, I figured out, a little bit after Albert Hoffman found his synthetic substance, which I think is just like all full circle. Um, but yeah, International Baccalaureate program. That's why I am the way I am. Uh, and Also, I attended the International Baccalaureate program at a high school that was underfunded, I'd say, in a poorer community because they, in my opinion, bust smart kids there in order to raise test scores without giving proper resources to the people that were actually districted to go there. But that's just my opinion. Now, that's how the specialty center thing worked at in my county. Um, and I'm not saying there weren't smart kids that were districted from my school, but I got to see what wealth disparity was really like there, going to that school, and that is why I hate I hate this game we play. I hate this oppressive game. And I don't think it's fair that I got everything that I got when people I went to school with, that was like a dream to them, to have what I took for granted. Lots of them never got the dream. So anyway, that's the International Baccalaureate program, and the place where I went to study in high school is the reason for me thinking the way that I do. And also just because I've always thought this way. I've always tried to make other people happy, which is why it was really hard for me to come out as trans, because I told people uh, the truth that they wanted to hear all the time, and no one wanted me to be trans. So I pushed that truth deep, 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 deep down inside of me, because I wanted to make everyone else happy, and I didn't really care about myself. I still want to make everyone else happy, and I don't really care about myself, but I can't compromise on being who I am, because I cannot compromise on telling the truth. Now, I think that you can tell the truth in a nice way. I think people that are like, I'm an asshole because I tell the truth, but like maybe I have become an asshole because I do tell the truth, but I like try to be nice to people. I feel like mostly people are assholes to me because I'm making them uncomfortable by bringing them out of their realities. Um, Not to say that I'm perfect. I know that I'm not. The only reason that I think I'm smart is because I know that I know nothing. It's like a cone. I know nothing. I know that I know. I know that I know nothing, therefore I know everything there is to know. Because knowledge is all a figment of our imagination. Except for the laws of physics. Which I don't know that well, to be honest, because I refuse to take physics class. I'm a computer scientist. I tried to be a chemical engineer, but then they tried to make me take physics class, and I was like, this wasn't what I thought chemistry was. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna shimmy on out of here and go do applied logic. Because I really identify as a logician, not a computer scientist, because I'm not very good at speaking computer languages, to be honest. I understand how computer languages work on a logical, how they work. I understand computer science theory better than I understand applied computer science, but I'm getting better at applied computer science every day. I'm pretty good at applied computer science now, but it took me a while. I'm a theory head. I like to think about what would happen if you managed to like get a computer going the speed of light, and then what the time to execute a algorithm would be from the speed of light computer given versus like a motionless computer here. And I don't know if it would be like zero. If anyone knows if it would be zero because like time doesn't pass for light, that would be really great because like we wouldn't be able to use it because of relativity. Like it would come back in a certain amount of time. But I think the computer, if you could have a massless computer, I think it would time to execute would be 0. I'm not sure. I don't know physics, but if anyone knows and can leave a comment in the comments below, I'll actually check the comments because I really want to know this. Like, just theoretically. Like, imagine having network connectivity for a computer that's going the speed of light. You